What's up? So this is for June 26th, 2026. Today I took one, two, three, so four trades, three on ES, one on NQ. Um, so coming into the morning, I kind of forced sell side here. Um, just internal bullshit. This should not have been taken. This was just a really stupid trade. I saw us inverse this for value gap, close through these two candles, even though we hadn't taken buy side with that move. So I went short and I was targeting here. We respected this first presented for value gap after that got inversed. And price was just not willing to move down to this low. So there was that. And then much more clarity came. I took my second trade after we had moved above this internal high. So like I said, my bias was taking out this low, continuing to move lower. So if we're in a market maker sell model and we're moving like this, I was wanting to see this low that gets taken. In OTE, I wanted to see us come up here and then sell off through this. So my entry, we had this move up. We put this swing low in here. We moved up again. We took out internal buy side. We inverse the 2-minute for value gap, to which I entered on the close of that. So once we inverse that, it was actually once we started closing through these two up close candles, we rejected off of the inverse, and that was where I entered first. I was targeting the change in the state and OTE of this move, so 50% of this move. So I was right here. I ended up, because I knew that we were starting to be a bit bullish, we had opened up this for value gap, this bullish for value gap down here, this bullish for value gap here. I knew that if price was going to continue moving higher, we were likely to rebalance to OTE and then move higher again for the second leg. So I knew that we had these resting equal highs up here. If I were to be bullish, so in the morning, once we rejected off of this, I was saying, okay, because we have so much liquidity resting up here, I want to be, if we are displacing bullish, and we rebalance and we show internal manipulation to then deliver externally, that's where I would want to be bullish. So that's what we ended up getting. Now, initially, this was a really internal short. The model, it was there. Like, we did inverse this. We had close to the series of down close candles. We had taken buy side. We were rejecting a higher time frame for value gap. But the model in total was not fully present because we hadn't accumulated a bunch of sell side. Now, that got stopped at break even. That was a good move to the stop, for break even. This would have delivered, like, okay, whatever. But I was shorting in a higher time frame, or a 15-minute bullish model. Now, once this happens, once I get stopped out, that's fine. I'm just waiting and I'm looking for more clarity. So internally, we're building all this sell side here on our way down. Or sorry, buy side, so buy side, buy side, buy side, more buy side, more buy side. Now there's stacked buy side. And then now we move lower, we manipulate internal sell side. So anybody who's long from the morning, this swing low here, they might have moved it up. That's kind of just theory, but whatever. And then we get this last leg lower where we tap the 15-minute change in the state. This last series of down close candles, we tap OTE of this move, and we tap the 15-minute for value gap, as well as the 5-minute. Now, once this happens, we displace higher. We displace through the for value gap. We continue displacing. Now, the entry I took was on ES because ES was the more bullish asset. ES had a bullish SMT down here. it did not return to OTE. The only reason why I didn't need this to return to OTE in order for us to get a good fill was because NQ did and because there was manipulation. So then price displaces. This last series of down close candles, I moved it to the 2-minute fair value, or sorry, 2-minute down series CISD. So we have the 2-minute inverse. We close above the change in the state. That's when I enter my position. My stop is above the inverse fair value gap here on the 1-minute. And initially we have this internal buy side, and then we have all of this external buy side up here, which is just super clear. This is A plus, absolutely A plus. So we get above, I take my entry, I trim my first at internal buy side. So we generate all this buy side, we manipulate, and then we deliver. I trim here, that's 2.35. I took 2 contracts on. I was really low size today because I had already taken 2 trades, but this one was really solid. And then I let my last one go till this middle stack liquidity. I was thinking about the money here. So if there's anything to learn from this trade other than, okay, my model was there, I took it, it delivered really cleanly, it was that I won. This probably would have been the best spot to have my stop or my TP. I had my TP here at this second one because I was down like 20 bucks at this point from my first exit on this position. So on the day I was down 20, I need plus 150 for each day to take a payout. And I don't really want to be thinking about that. So this was like 170. I ended up being like $4 short. And then once we take this, we displace through this now change in the state, which on NQ it was clearer. And we make this inverse. So it was the same model, but sell side. And then I take short, and then that delivers. Like, it was really internal, but